Call me Master Zen cause I'm a flicky bands.
Yo, you see the stupid title, man? I'm trying to see what the heck they got going on. My black ass. They get into it. The hell, bro?
I went to a school that was predominantly black when I was growing up. And when I first saw the first white kid, I was like, what is that? You know what I'm saying?
Oh! Bro, how the hell you say what? Bro, how the hell you say what the hell is that? It doesn't make no sense, bro. I feel like that's like, I don't know whether this, I don't know. Did she go to like a school in Africa, like the middle of Africa, like like somewhere like in like, I don't know, bro, the poorest country where there's no electricity, bro. I don't know what the hell she got going on, bro. I ain't never ever, bro. Just put coke on my bed, man. Man, she better say she came from Africa or something, man. Don't make no sense.
I act differently around people who aren't my race. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, yeah.
The most important thing is
Agree.
just to authentically be yourself, and I don't think being around people who don't look like you should be a reason for you to act any different.
Yeah, for me, I guess it's like within the confines of like the workforce.
I was thinking code switching.
Because
Oh yeah, you ain't lying. It's not, bro. It's not even about the workforce too. Even just in public, bro. I don't know what the hell. You see, like I speak like this, you feel me? But when I'm just sitting in like I'm on a line, then like a person who's not of my color who speaks English or something pass me in the back like, yo, what's good? I'm like, yeah. And like immediately when they ask me a question, I don't know, I start to tremble. I don't know. It's like I don't know how to speak English no more. It's like, bro, like instead of speaking like this, I'm like, yes, it's over there. I speak. And you're gonna be wondering, okay, why do I speak like this? I got an accent. I learned how to speak English by listening to gangster music, which is not the right way. But so yeah, I end up with the accent. So instead of like being naturally me, this is how I am, bro. I speak like I'm a Nigerian. You want? Oh, nah, it's over. It's over there. I don't know, bro. It's like bro. My life is weird, bro.
my life talking like this, they're like uneducated. Got it. They'll use the slang to sell the products and to tweet and to get the clicks and stuff. But like as soon as a worker's there who's authentically from the area and talking like people from the area, it's like, ooh, we don't like that. You know, because it's always like, well, be yourself until you yourself. And then it's like, ooh, I don't like yourself. Unfortunately, in a lot of the areas of work, it's like you almost have to like lie to these people to be like, I'm a robot. I'll like, you know, I love your company. Yeah. You know,
this nigga did Uber. There was no need for that, you know.
It's sick, but it's like you have to get you know.
True. Like
Yeah.
Wait, so is he telling me that he goes around like he freely just want to do whatever he just did like every time? Like what the? Bro, I thought it was like just, I don't know, changing the way you talk when you're around like what, bro? I'm confusing, bro. I'm losing my brain cells.
I feel like code switching is one part, but also like there's certain parts in my own community that aren't accepted, that when I'm around different people that look like me, I can express myself differently. Like I feel like if I talk a little proper, sometimes I get a little slack for it from my side of the family. But when I go out into the world, sometimes I like EDC, I like tech music, I like, you know what I'm saying?
See, for me, I feel like it has nothing to do with race. It more has to do with just being professional. Like if I'm at work, then I'm obviously going to be a little more proper, you know.
Okay, he not
A little
lying.
bit less slang and all of that, and just more careful with my rhetoric. But I don't think it has to do with race. The only thing I will say is like I work in political media, so I'm on camera a lot. So people already know who I am and what I'm coming with. But that being said, it's like when I'm around other black people, because I'm a Republican, sometimes they tend to be really standoffish with me or think that I don't understand the culture and all this different stuff. So sometimes I have to feel it out like, are these people who are just gonna call me an Uncle Tom, or are these people like I can actually just keep it all the way real with? So that's the only time I feel like I act different because of race.
You know, I also work in political media, but as a leftist, and I honestly feel like I've definitely benefited from being able to be in spaces where I've been able to be authentically myself, and I definitely think that's a privilege, especially where I like
grew up is just like something that's regularly happening.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You hear like both of them. You hear the way they speak. Even me too. It's kind of like, I don't even know, bro. I think it's just this thing of like, for generations before like equal rights, it was this thing of like, bro, your parents or like your older people, because they were like, they suffered more. Like over time, things change or whatever. But then with time, it's like they pass down this thing of like, yo, whoa, when you go to work, comb your hair. Do not go to hair with like fuzzy hair or something like that. It's like the fear that they had back then, because they were not allowed to do that. They were supposed to have like straight hair. Even if the times change, they got this thing in their mind to the point where like they even forget, or like, oh, the only reason why my hair was straight back then was because of like at this white man job, I was not allowed to do that. So I don't know, it just get passed down. I don't know, but I think it's this whole thing of equality. That's how it got effed up.
That people have to go through, but personally, I think I've been able to, especially now in a business side and now my new workplace. I feel like I don't have to.
I forgot what the hell I was trying to say. You hear the way they're talking, bro. I just drifted off, bro. I just be chatting. You hear the way they're talking. It's kind of gonna be like, it's gonna be weird. Like after the shoot, then they meet up with their black friends. They talk different. Like, girl, like this and that. Don't talk like. Imagine she talks like that, but on this video she was talking like this. She was talking proper. Like, it doesn't make any sense, man. I don't know.
Adapt my language to make people like respect me or understand where I'm coming from, you know.
At what point is it like, damn, we can't even really have conversations without buttoning up and being like, oh, this is how we have to talk like this, because so they'll listen, or like, regardless as.
But do you
people,
think that's racial, or do you think that's
I don't know that it's, because I'm right. I know where you're going.
We've seen you.
I know. I think I know exactly where it's going. I don't think it's intrinsically rooted in race, but I think just the way the social genetic makeup.
Man, I think so, boy.
I think just
a little bit,
by way of people of specific races speaking a certain way or being perceived a certain way, it tends to be more often than not rooted in race, based off of like urban Black Americans.
Yeah.
I think most people have barriers they put up when they get introduced to a new group. I went on disagree instead of strongly disagree, because like there have been situations where I get introduced to a group of someone of a different race. And like, yeah, at first I'm pulled back, but once I get comfortable with them, those walls come down, and then, yeah, that's where my true self comes out.
For me, it really depends, because I've been shooting music videos in the hood, so I really need to basically adopt myself to become a Black person. So
I'm not gonna lie, we could say at least like there's progress, bro. Cause there's like instances where like in a friend group, like a predominantly friend group, like even hood dudes, there's like one white boy. And like he still talks the way like the generic stereotypical. He still talks in the generic stereotypical white boy voice, bro. I'm not good with these type of serious topics, bro. I usually react to like funny shit or like some stupid ass shit, goofy shit. You feel me? But yeah, it's nice seeing like people being who they are, not changing because like I be saying, you feel me, like on that type of energy. Like they don't talk like that. They just like. I don't know, bro. They talk the way they were born. I don't know if that makes sense, bro. Bro, they got the generic, stereotypical white boy voice, man. And they ain't gotta change to please like the hood people that they are surrounded by.
It's not a problem like meeting new races. I always like vibe and chill with people.
Do you think adapting yourself to those different ethnicities is like something that's required to foster like a successful relationship?
Like, I would say it's really more for your survival, because, you know, like if you are the only white guy on set, and like there's like people with like guns and stuff, and you know, you just really need to like fit in and just be chill with it.
You're from the Ukraine, right? Do you feel like not having grown up with American culture as a whole, and then especially not growing up with our subcultures, do you feel like that's influenced the way you move when you're moving between our subcultures?
My like mentality is kind of mixed, because like from the age of like 13, I really started to learn English. from that, I really learned a lot. Like, I really got the American like mentality more. And basically, like, my mentality is like,
You see, he's explaining why the hell I got an American accent, man, and why the hell my accents be jumping from. Okay, the African accent is literally like just a, you know what the hell it is, boy. To me, like when I like speak like this, to me it's not an African accent. To me, I think it's a Nigerian accent. Some may say it's not, but in my mind, I'm trying to do like a Nigerian accent, but it's not. I don't know, bro. My life is confusing, man.
because
Confused.
like in
Confucius.
Ukraine, if we see a black person, we call them the N-word. And from our side, it's not offensive. Like, we say it not from a offensive way, but some people can, because, you know, like, you don't see a black person there.
I can understand that because I went to a school that was predominantly black when I was growing up. And when
In which country? Come on,
I
man.
saw the first white kid, I was like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? So,
Bro, please, Shawty, we need context like age, time of the year. Like, time of the year? What the hell? Bro, age, year. Like, we need all that type of context because it doesn't make any sense. Because, bro, over here, it's... Okay. Bro, what type of area was this Shawty in, man? Where it's like, you don't even see one white person? Nah, man, doesn't make any sense. I live in Africa, but if you want to see a white person like where I stay at, you gotta go to town. You're gonna see white people, not a white person. You're gonna see white people, like a majority of them. Like, I'm confused, man. What area was it? Was she, man, what the hell was she at?
like, it was a white girl with like red hair, and I was like, whoa, I've never seen this before. You know what I'm saying? So like, I understand that like when a white person comes to a predominantly black group, then you're going to try your best to adapt to our culture, to be like, okay,
Man, she look
hey,
familiar, but I don't know who
they.
they.
Way of like telling you, like, hey,
Man, she look like someone I
I'm
know,
sitting in an
boy.
olive branch, basically. So yeah.
Personally, not to sound triggered, but I just don't like the notion that you're becoming a black person by pretending to be hood or adopting a hood
just like
mentality,
this
because
thing.
not all black people are hood, not all black people
course.
are ghetto. I understand what you're trying to say, and I don't know if it's a language barrier, so I don't want to like come at you like you're saying something racist, but I just really am anti black people being defined as ghetto and hood, because there's a lot of classy black people out
Yes,
there.
Yep.
there's a lot of intelligent.
Hey, man, that was the old stupid mentality
out there, and it really like depends on like where you grew up in.
Also, if you are hood and ghetto like me, you can also be all those things too.
White people also experience race-based prejudice.
Hey, there's some big words right there. I don't even understand that.
Since you guys probably don't know, I have lived overseas. I've lived in Asian countries. In Japan, there are certain restaurants and stuff like that that you could walk into. You can see people dining in the restaurant, and they're gonna tell you they're closed, just because.
The war! Let me chill out, bro. Hey, I'm just making jokes, bro. We ain't gotta be serious. Like, some certain topics, we like, if you're being too serious, bro, they're not gonna be solved. Some problems. That's what I believe. But hey, man, some people see it differently.
You're white or you're American. So the idea that white people can't really experience racism kind of contradicts the very definition.
Nah,
of the
that's
word.
stupid. They can't.
Because the definition of racism is prejudice based on.
But I'm not gonna lie. Back then, when I was younger, still like, I don't know what do y'all call it? We call it primary school. Y'all call it middle school or secondary school? No, y'all call it middle school. I think it's middle school. I don't know, something like that. Bro, when I was like 16 there, yeah. I was heavy on this thing of like white people do not experience racism. It was only black people. Specifically black people and colored people over here. Other than that, yeah.
Skin color. White people do experience it, but to a different degree.
While I do think that our white brothers and sisters in Christ can experience racial-based prejudice, I don't want to overlook the nuance of that prejudice, because it's not necessarily rooted in anything systematic or anything that's gonna actually have long-term effects, knock on wood, that are gonna like debilitate a race or inhibit their chances or possibility of succeeding or being seen as better than POC.
I definitely think it's a non-issue, racism towards white people, especially specifically, I want to, like, in America. I don't think it's something that needs to be highlighted as an issue that is a constant threat to lives, day-to-day well-being, progress and success in life in general, because it's not something that's going to inhibit you, and you don't have to walk out your door and think, I'm about to be attacked, like people of color do every single day.
I do agree that white people haven't been put through centuries of hell like black people were, but prejudice towards white people 100% exists. Like whether it's in TV, if it's in movies, like if you watch predominantly black media, there's a lot of roasting towards white people that if it was the other way.
Bro. Hey man, all of us are effed up. I'm not gonna lie to you, boy, cause like there's so many situations where like, bro, yeah, like them people like their ancestors. Yeah, they were abusing black people, all that, or a lot of racists, all that shit. So after we could say we have equality, like we have equal rights now. Some people would say, because of like their ancestors, they did this to our grandfathers, isn't that we must always make fun of them? It's like, nah, bro. Like, come on, bro. Not all people are racist. Like, there's black people that are racist. Like they have even to the point where like they have never even experienced racism, but they racist towards other races. Like, come on, it's like, bro, it doesn't make you even better. Like, bro, yeah, their ancestors did all that shit, but there's no need for you to like make fun of them every day. But hey, I'm not gonna say I don't make those type of jokes. I wish it was like, if we really want equal like rights, bro, or like everything equal, everybody equal is equal. Everybody gotta make these jokes, man.
Way around that would never.
Don't matter who you is.
Then you go on social media like TikTok and you look up white people are bad. You will see videos where they're attacking white people for things that their ancestors did 200 years ago.
That's what I'm saying.
At this point for being a person of color, and that those negatively affect white people. Like if you look at affirmative action, diversity quotas in the workplace, all these different things, they lower the bar for black people, but then increase the bar for white people. However, I think where some of the issue comes is because a lot of marginalized groups and people of color back in the day went through so much worse that it's easy for us to discredit the prejudice that white people now deal with.
Oh yeah.
I think like,
bro, he just explained it in the most nicest way. You see? I wish I was able to talk like that. I can, but the problem is that I just want to say, man, you feed me like real talk, man.
On an individualistic level, like yeah, white people get hate all the time. But I think if you zoom out and you look at the big picture, it's a little bit different. And like talking about like YouTube having, racist content for anyone out there, it's like I would have to go and seek that out versus it like coming to me. Versus like on Twitter.
Against white people?
Yeah, I would have to like look for a video being like, oh, people who hate white people.
I agree.
Like versus like Twitter, I don't have to scroll very long before I see some person making some out of pocket comment.
Man, she dating a white boy, man. She lowered her standards, this and that. Man, all that. He was not able to handle a black he was not able to handle a black queen. Now he dating white women. Like, come on, man. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man.
And regulation being lifted so people can see that even more so.
Right.
Absolutely, that's 100% right. And even saying affirmative action, statistically and on paper, white people, white women were benefiting more from affirmative action at colleges than any other demographic. So I also don't think that's fair to say, but I definitely get what you mean. And again, I think the prejudice is still there though.
And I will say that black people do deal with prejudice. I think every demographic deals with prejudice. There are racist people everywhere. Like, I just don't think systemic racism is an issue anymore in today's society, but I do think that there are.
I wanted to sneeze, but I don't know what the hell happened.
There's a really important distinction. Our language is constantly evolving, and you were talking about the definition of racism. Our societal definition has changed to include a systemic part of it. And I completely disagree with this idea that people of color don't have systemic things against them still. Because the fact that we still have the KKK, the fact that we still have these things, and they are in positions of power. As long as that exists, and as long as that's a part of our country's like makeup right now.
I almost say, oh yeah, keep going, black queen. She's not black. Hey, but Joe, she's spitting. No, I don't know why I wanted to say, oh, maybe because they panned, the camera was only on her, then it panned to like everybody, and I saw a black female. I'm like, oh, is she talking? Go ahead, black queen.
And that's our power structure. I don't feel like you can honestly deny systemic racism against the black community, which is why prejudice is so different from racism.
Oh,
I don't
big
think white
wits.
people can experience racism in this country, but we can experience prejudice based on the societal definitions we now use.
Being sexually unattracted to a race is racist.
Wait, what?
I think where the line gets
Being sexually unattracted to another race is for me is like I don't really care what your race is, cause it depends on like your personality, how you look. Number one is how you look. Okay, I'm saying how you look. No, how you look. Without like you could literally be like, it doesn't matter. Like your race is the one that doesn't matter, but how you look, like at like who you are as a person, how you build, like what type of play you build you got going on. That's the thing I'm interested in. It doesn't matter. But yeah, there's gonna be this thing. If it's like not a black person, then it's gonna be like it's kind of weird. Fuck, it's effed up, bro. Bragging right, you got more bragging rights. Like yeah, man, I can date. I dated out of my race. I'm special more than y'all. There's some people that literally live like that. It's weird.
drawn is when if a white male was sitting there swiping and he's just like, I don't like black girls, they're all ugly. They have too big of lips. I think that's where the line gets drawn. But
That nigga like all of them, yeah. He be if he's saying that now you wild.
you can't really help what you're attracted to. Like my fiance is Mexican, and it's like I like him for who he is, not how he looks.
Oh yeah.
I think that we are conditioned to be attracted and to respond to people that we grow up and around with. So homogeneously, we grow up with people who look like us. So when you move into dating and things like that, statistically, you're going to be attracted to people that you grew up seeing, right? However, when you are discrediting a certain race for whatever reason based off their ethnicity, meaning everybody who did exist, is existing, and will exist from that race, you are not feeling anything. Cute, I don't control your body or your thoughts, but on one hand, I'm like, let's maybe unpack that. Also, where's my camera? To all the girls that's putting in their bios, that's none of our business. Stop doing that. Keep that to yourself.
Hey man.
We don't want to hear that.
For me,
Man,
I
he
feel like
talking,
we're about
boy.
conditioning and how we grew up, right? If you go to like South Africa, for instance, which within
Hey, over here, stupid ass. Chill your stupid ass self, man.
apartheid. If you grow up in that, especially as a black person, where you're constantly being mistreated by every single white person, and you're conditioned to be like, white person, no.
Not just even. It's not only. I'm not saying she's saying false. She's saying white, but it's not only just that. Back then, it was like, fuck it, bro. I'm gonna say it, bro. I'm not trying to make jokes, but it's kind of facts. Not just white, black people. The Indian people, the colored, even the colored people, bro. They can literally have a black mother, or like they have like someone in their family that is literally black, born into that family. But because they're not black, like fully black, they're colored. Man, hey man, they be dropping on a word called that starts with a KO. They be going crazy, boy. But these days, is time obviously has changed.
Thank you. I don't think that's racist.
I agree, and I did not grow up in South Africa with apartheid.
Yeah.
However, like I said,
used
the
it
nickname
extremely.
of my town was Clancy. Like a lot of my interactions growing up were incredibly racist, and I'm dating a white guy. So I totally get what you mean. I don't want to discredit black people or anyone who's had those kind of situations, because it's not that they're not dating white people. It's
Yeah.
definitely, it's more like they're cautious.
I think you used the perfect word earlier. Is it?
I was thinking about it on the terms of me being a black woman. I feel like it's a lot different when it is a black woman going into dating someone that is not of their race. I can tell you from my experience with dating Hispanic men, white, whatever, they've only seen Jerry Springer and Maury. So it's like they have a whole different idea of what a black woman is. Like before my husband,
Ratchet,
a lot,
hood,
comments
like
about me,
all
he was
sides
going
of shit,
to go
bro.
to his house with braids in my hair, because then they would assume that I was a different kind of girl instead of looking at me for who I am.
I have been denied access because of my race.
I cannot answer that question because I have not fully lived their life. I literally just finished school, like literally. Is it 2 years ago? I think 2 years ago. Like I'm saying it's like it's long ago, but it's just 2 years ago. But yeah, I haven't like fully applied for a certain job where like it's like a predominantly white people, or I don't know, bro. I haven't been in a situation, so I cannot answer this one.
I can go anywhere, I can sit down anywhere, and I am not going to be denied because of how I look. And I would be ignorant to not admit that.
And I'm gonna counter that with we are justifiably not let into spaces. And our whiteness takes away access to things like powwows. And there's an island in Hawaii that's only for natives or for like safe spaces for Black communities.
There's bro, what the fuck? Well, shit, yeah, to us, we think that racism, it's over, or like everybody got equal rights or whatever. Everybody living, like we all living together. But damn, bro, that's how, it's kind of sad, but bro, I don't know, bro. Will racism ever end? Cause it's like, bro, the grandfather passes down the hate from the grandfather passes the hate to his child, then his child passes down to then to these days, like, bro, there's situations where like people be having like white friends, but behind closed doors, when you give them a little liquor, yeah,
Or whatever else, we are justifiably denied access because of our skin.
Period. We love the nuance.
The thing about Hawaii, though,
Yeah.
Hawaii is stolen land. I believe that they have every right to be able to say only we're allowed to go here because that
Justifiably.
was theirs. It was literally stolen land that was stolen by white people.
Yes. No, but that's why
Yeah.
it's justifiably, it's still denied access.
Yeah.
But it is justifiable, 100%. Don't
Yeah,
let me
it's
in.
denied access, but it's justifiable. But it's like in my own day-to-day life, I could go anywhere. I can sit down anywhere. I can go read a book in a library. I can go to Starbucks. People don't fear me because of.
Bro, I know there's a goofball in the comments. Man, slide to the hood, shawty. You gonna see what's to it.
How I look, and so they
The
don't
fuck
feel
I do with
right?
that shit, man?
You can't be here.
But like in your day-to-day life, are you being denied access? Like, are you trying to go to that island that they
No.
won't let you? Okay.
Then I think that's a really good question.
Has
it happened? I guess. Because, like,
I
are
would
you
say
seeking
yeah.
those spaces then?
I'm not necessarily seeking them. If I am already aware that this is like, hey, this is for us,
Hey, man.
not for you.
Why
I'm
you
not gonna
trying to-
show up and be
you
like,
feel me?
"No,
Yeah.
but, like, I'm a cool white person. But there are
Like, what's the point of trying to start fights, man? If them niggas say, yo, bro, don't come over here. Don't come over here. Don't go there. But hey, man, I gotta make a little, I don't know if it's a joke, but hey, but y'all white people, man, y'all folks, man, be wildin', bro. Y'all be going to everywhere. Y'all be like, nah, man, these are people like me, man. Go there, you dive, dog. It be like, bro, it's either you gotta walk with God or you gotta be the most luckiest person, because there are instances where, like, for example, I think everybody knows this guy, Tommy G, if you don't know who he is. Hey, yeah, Tommy G and some of the, bro, there's YouTubers like this should be going to every places, Arab, like, or Arab, I don't know how you call them. They just should be going to any place. That people be saying, don't go there, don't go there. So, not everybody can do it, but bro, y'all boys, man, be testing it though.
spaces that we are not allowed. And I think that's okay.
No, it is okay. But if you're not actively seeking to be part of those circles, you're not being denied access to them.
I will agree with that.
Sure, and I can say that maybe those are not the best examples, but like I think especially because my social circles are predominantly people of color, there are definitely things where they're like, where I've had them be like, this is not a conversation for you, and I'm like, okay,
Cut them niggas off, man. Cut them racist ass niggas off.
I've had
man.
those experiences. I'm okay with them. I want to be clear. Like, I think there should
You still chilling with them niggas? Man, fuck them niggas, boy. Y'all are tweaking.
be spaces that aren't for me, and that is okay. But they've existed and they've been in my life.
I have just one really specific example.
Ah,
I
man.
feel like in
Here's not to
general,
make
I'm
sure.
not denied access because of my race, just in my experience. But I had an ex whose stepfather was wildly racist, like Nazi memorabilia, like just insane individual. And I was never allowed over her house because of him. And the one time that I kind of snuck in, he was staring at me through the window. And I'll never forget that in my life, the way that man was staring at me through the window and then cursed out his kids for having me in the house. That man's now
Why you got this black dude in my crib? Ugh.
in prison for doing God knows what, but it's where he belongs.
I was looking for funding for my film, and most of them are for colored people, and I totally understand that. And there is Like not many that I found that are for like everybody. My mind would be like, you know, damn, I cannot do it. Like I cannot apply to it. But from the other side, I understand that the Black community, like you guys need to get your movies out there.
If anything, I feel like I've been invited too much. You know, I feel like I'm kind of like an undercover agent where I'm like because I talk a certain way or because I present myself a certain way, I assume like, oh, I could say this in front of you.
100%.
And I'm like, what do you say?
Bro, shit. You see the way I speak. You hear the way I speak, bro. Bro, understandable. There's people that be faking their accents. Y'all niggas want me to, not y'all. People over here want me to speak like this, and I don't even know. Bro, speaking your South African accent. Which one, bro? I've been speaking like this for years, fam. Years, fam. You want me to change my voice just like that? It doesn't make any sense, fam. It doesn't make any sense at all. At all. It doesn't make any sense at all. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Racism is not finna end. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's not. I don't want to say it's not finna end because that's a effed up mindset. Hey man, it's gonna take a long time, bro. We still feel me. We still enjoying the fruits of like people or like all the people that fought for like equal rights, man. We still enjoying them a little bit, but we are not fully enjoying them. So
I've never really been.
Now I'll say that too. I've been tokenized so many times.
I'm like, I don't want
We have to
that.
have you here. We need young Black representation. And I'm like, yes, I'm gonna stay home.
Yeah.
I am proud of my race. 3, 2, 1.
What's that mean? I'm proud of my race.
I will go first, and I will stand 10 toes in.
I was just being ironic to stand over there.
Okay, baby. I said, please no.
What that mean, man? What that question mean, man? I'm proud of my race. What the hell that mean?
A little bit.
That better explain that.
And I'll just keep it specific to my experience or what I know. As Black Americans, we're pretty much the top culture that gets replicated, referenced. People scoot in and scoot out because they want to seem cool and interesting and stuff. And I think that that's so kind of us to like kind of like be beaten down for so long and be kind of separated from our African roots, create names for ourselves, culture, language around our identities as Black Americans and have that be a thing that's just reverberating across the globe. I think that's so cute.
Bro, why did all the white people go to disagree? You see, like even like shit like this, you can say like, damn, yeah, racism has ended, but there's still people like, bro, yeah, understandable, y'all ancestors did some crazy things, but bro, be proud of yourself, man. That's why I'm looking at this question like, what the hell did question mean, man? Man, shit, if I was there, I'm gonna be in the middle like, bro, what the hell is stupid that question, man? Who the hell wrote this stupid that question, bro, dog?
Can never be replicated, can never be understated, and I love it.
Hell no.
That's kind of the start of my like thought process too. Like,
Man, my ass will be pissed, boy.
Being torn down so adamantly, so regularly for hundreds of years in law, even like it is insane that we are here today to even be on camera, to even be in a place with other white people. Like it is a beautiful thing that we have been able to flourish in such dirt, like literal filth and grime that our ancestors had to go through, and even our grandparents had to go through. Like in my 8th grade yearbook I saw recently, it said like the South will rise again. Like, and this was 2015. So like this is such a day-to-day thing, and I am proud to be Black, and it's hard to say that.
I don't know why that.
As a kid, like,
yo, that took a long time to load in my head. The South will rise again. Oh no! Amen. Amen.
I could be called the N-word. I could be reprimanded, and I feel so blessed to even be able to.
Hey man, y'all better have them pistols on your boy. That's effed up. That's effed up.
And stop this like racist bullshit, because like you could be green, red, black, white, Hispanic, like it doesn't matter.
I agree with like what you're saying, because my own personal belief is that at the basis of who we are is that we're all just people. We're not a skin tone. But because of those before me, I now have to fight back against the idea that all white people are racist.
No, bro. Maybe I didn't understand what she talking about. She pissing me off. Like, bro, the same way people be saying black. Okay, no, bro. And I know there's people that be like trying to find loopholes and say, I'm not racist. If black people can say black power, why can't they say white power? A lot of them be, bro, like, hey, man, that's why I say, bro, I don't know when racism finna end, bro. I don't even know, man. God is the one that can end all problems. I'm not gonna lie, boy.
I remember being in 4th grade and learning about the Holocaust for the first time and saying, I don't want to be German anymore. Meanwhile, my mother's whole family is German. American history, you look at things like slavery, you look at things like Jim Crow laws, segregation. There is so much awful stuff that has happened and is still happening in closeted ways that I cannot be proud of the way that I look.
Yeah, for me, like...
Nah, Shadi, come on, Shadi. Just because some dudes back then effed up and they obviously they are the same race as you, doesn't mean that you're supposed to like not like you, bro. Not like you. Not love yourself the way you are, your race. Man, they pissing me off fighting over there, man. Why? Like literally all of them. They over there. I think this brother, hold on, man. Is this brother white? Nah, bro. Like the majority of them, like they're over here, bro. Like, come on, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm proud of who I am, like who I grew up to be. Like I like who I am. But like, if I were to say I'm a proud white man, like I don't even know what that means. Like there have been 0 racial hurdles in my life. Now, like I'm a proud gay man because like I've had to go through shit to get to where I am now.
Okay.
And you know, even to that point, so much queer culture comes from black culture. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I ain't fuck with that. You welcome. I ain't fuck with that shit. It's like saying. It's like he said, like, yo, I'm proud that, I don't know, bro. I'm happy that, I don't know, bro. I ain't fuck with that. I ain't F with that bit, dog. Me personally, I don't F with that, man. Like, it's like he said something, and they just said, yeah, you're welcome. Like, on something like, it may not seem like that, but I don't know, man. It's like, I think they should have said, nah, bro, don't say that, bro. Don't say you're thankful for us, bro. Nah, bro, don't say that. Yeah, you can be, but come on, but don't say that, man.
I want to be proud of the things I've done, the people.
Or they
I've
joking out. It could be like sarcasm, like you're welcome, like on some like joking type of way. Hopefully.
I've opened up. I feel like it's beyond our race. I feel like what it is our experiences that make our light shine through. So that's what I'm proud of, actually. Yeah.
I think that there's a really big difference between being proud to be black and being proud to be white. So being proud of your culture, beautiful thing, like be proud to be Ukrainian. I'm proud to be Slavic. The black community is different, and the reason it's different is because their culture, specifically black Americans, their culture was stripped away from them when they were brought over here. So then the culture became being black American. The race became cultural.
I mixed that up.
So
Sorry
no,
about the hate.
yeah. But so I think that there's a really big difference between like I am proud of my people are Slavic, versus I am proud of my race. It just gets convoluted because black Americans, the race has become the culture because the culture was stripped away.
Man, she's speaking.
Oftentimes when you talk about white pride versus black pride, oftentimes black pride is rooted in like love and like perseverance of like culture.
When you think about white power, power to the white people, it sounds like something, yeah. The South will rise top of it. Like it got, I don't know, bro, but it's, hey, man. Bro, hopefully it changes in the future, man. It's not it, bro. I ain't trying to be out here just walking, just thinking about like, oh, white people, oh. Why, man? I never thought I could see white people over here. That is effed up, man.
Language and things like that, and white pride is often rooted in like black hate, black hate, Asian hate. So I think that's like an interesting nuance to not.
Damn, so you cannot not even say that? Like, every time you ask a question, it's like, damn, you don't like yourself. It's like, it's the same as you don't love yourself for being born white. Like, bro, I ain't got no problem with me being black, man. I love myself, whatever. I ain't thinking about like, man, I'm proud to be black. Like, that's why I don't like that. This question is stupid as hell to me, bro. It might not be, but to me, I don't like it, bro.
Overlook.
No, and I think that's such an
I'm
important
proud of
point.
my
There's a
race.
difference
What the
between,
hell?
like, I'm proud and therefore I'm better versus I am proud of what we have overcome.
Yeah, and then the whole idea of white pride started with people who think the Confederate flag is a personality trait. So how can I be proud of that?
Drag this.
I'm not saying that this applies to any of you, but I meet a lot of white people, particularly white liberals, who will actively say that they're ashamed of being white. And that is wild to me, because how can you look at your past and because, yes, your race did terrible things in the past, but you shouldn't define yourself as that. If anything, you should look at that and reflect.
So do you think white people should be proud to be specifically white?
See, I think that's a really nuanced question when you're white, because I think you guys had the valid point of ethnicity is different, because like white isn't a collective culture in the way that black is, because black people have been grouped together and have a similar experience. But like white, like Italian American, you should definitely be proud of being Italian American. You should be proud of being Slavic American. You should be proud of your lineage.
And so you gotta say I'm proud of being what the hell? What was it? What is it? White UK. Hold on, bro. I'm proud of being German. So you can only say I'm proud of being German. I'm proud of being like. That's why even also me saying I'm proud to be black. It sounds goofy as hell to me. Like, what the hell do I mean, bro? I'm proud of myself.
Just to say, oh, I'm proud to be white, like, yeah, that has a weird connotation to it because it's not a collective culture. But what I really want to emphasize is that you should not be ashamed of being white in the way that a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Or maybe you should.
Okay.
Sorry, don't do that, Shadi. Hey. You see, I'm even saying, yo, Shadi, I'm feeling for her life. Like, yo, Shadi, don't do that. Don't do that, Shadi. Hey, man.
At that point, it's on you.
Damn, man. Hey, man. Just pursue your dreams, big dog. We live in an effed up world. But at the end of the day, man, sub to the channel. Like the video, I'm gonna see your next video, man. Very different. Niggas gonna be like, man, what the hell that funny videos at? Nigga, damn. Let's get some variety into the channel.
Call me Master Zen, cause I'm a flick the bands.